Imagine this, a man once known as one of the world's most feared jihadists now rebranding himself as a legitimate political leader, swapping traditional militant garb for a suit or military fatigues. His group, long associated with terrorism, now claims control over the Syrian capital and much of the country. But is this transformation real, or just a carefully crafted illusion? Who is Ahmed al-Sharaa, once known as Abu Mohammed Al Joulani, and what does his rise mean for the future of Syria? Before we dive into this gripping story, don't forget to subscribe to Realuber for more in-depth analyses and fascinating insights into the world's most complex stories. Ahmed al-Sharaa, better known by his nom de guerre Abu Mohammed Al Joulani, began his journey far from the spotlight in Saudi Arabia. Born in 1982, his early life was unremarkable until his family returned to Damascus in 1989. The turning point came after the 2003 U.S. invasion of Iraq, where he joined al-Qaeda's precursor, the Islamic State of Iraq. Imprisoned in Camp Bucca, Joulani met figures like Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, setting him on a path that would lead to the formation of the infamous Nusra Front. By 2011, Joulani had established Nusra with funding from Baghdadi, but tensions arose as Joulani sought to distance his group from the Islamic State's extreme violence. This split from Baghdadi marked the beginning of Joulani's careful rebranding as a more pragmatic leader. Joulani's leadership has been a masterclass in transformation. In 2016, he severed ties with al-Qaeda, rebranding Nusra as Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. His aim? To position HTS as a dominant force in Syria while shedding its extremist image. Over the years, Joulani has shifted from traditional jihadist rhetoric to a focus on governance, creating the so-called Syrian Salvation Government to administer rebel-held territories like Idlib. But make no mistake, HTS's rule is not without controversy. Protesters in Idlib have accused the group of authoritarianism, likening it to Assad's regime. While Joulani promises reforms and stability, critics question whether his changes are genuine or merely a ploy to consolidate power. Fast forward to today, and Joulani's forces have launched a massive offensive, capturing Damascus and signaling what many believe could be the end of Bashar al-Assad's regime. Joulani, now wearing military fatigues, presents himself as the leader of a united rebel front. His transformation seems complete, from jihadist to commander of Syria's rebel forces. But questions remain. Can Joulani truly lead a fractured nation? And how will the international community respond to a man still considered a terrorist by the US and UN? Ahmed al-Sharaa's journey is one of the most fascinating and controversial stories in modern Middle Eastern history. From his jihadist past to his current role as a rebel leader, he embodies both the hope and the challenges of Syria's future. But will his efforts to rebrand HTS as a legitimate political force succeed, or will Syria remain trapped in cycles of conflict and power struggles? The answers are as uncertain as Joulani's transformation itself. For the full story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join Realuber for more deep dives into the world's most complex leaders and events. Your next must-watch video is just a click away.